Good afternoon, everyone. It's me again. Alright, guys, I just got the notification on my phone that Discord has been uh, sent me a big news. Like, Median Excel has been posted the 2.0 changelog, the full version, of course, nothing short one like the Goblin season one. Alright, I'm so shaken and whew, just got nervous as always. So I got nothing to say, so let's see it. Um, oh, oh yes, I forgot something. I don't know what to say. Okay, I got it. Here you go. So, Media Nixer 2.0, yes, it is. So we got just this. That's all the list. So, let's see the game. Quality of life, new GUI theme, Tartarus, share stash and multiplayer stash have been implemented in single player mode. The share stash in multiplayer has stability issues and may be reviewed, reattempted in the future. It is our priority to reduce the need of mulling, and we will also be looking at other alternatives for convenient gear storage such as currency tabs in the near future. That sounds good. Finally, plug Y will be more useful than in the past, you know. Implementing in-game extended stats. You can view the sum of all your stats, so probably we don't have to use our D2 stats. It sounds good. Players now have unlimited respects until level 50 after completing the Den of Evil in normal difficulty. Wow. Ho 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 ho. It sounds awesome. Skills in the skill tree will now display base level, max base level by default. Passive skills now have rounded borders so they can easily be told apart from active skills. Just a good one. Added arrows to the skills interface that indicate the pre-requirements for the putting points into skills. It's just a basic one to know. Holding Alt when hovering over a skill in the skill tree will display the skill's soft level. Ah yes. Added tooltips to several skill trees which have a devotion or requirement. Nice one. Hold on. Will this work as usual? Okay, it will work. Nice. Okay. Here you go. Shift plus click while putting a point into skill to max it. Like you accidentally consume a belladonna and you just fucked up and you have to reset it all. Everything like, oh my god. A timer will now display when you're in a dungeon that has a quest log available as a toggle within the settings. Finally, it's awesome. This is what I was waiting for since the 1.0 version. Oh my. Okay. Gamble refresh and the gamble filter have been implemented. Oh yes, it was part of the base mod which was published. It's a nice one. A gamble refresh is accessed via a button near where repair would be, also accessible via hotkey which is R and is independent from other players' gambling sessions. Yay. Gamble filter allows you to select items to be highlighted within the gamble screen, allowing you to spot them more easily. Nice one. Eligible items are now highlighted when using the imbue socket personalized rewards. The waypoint UI now allows you to access each act via the number keys. Wow. You can now repair all equipment at one of the smith merchants with the hotkey default R. Not bad. So basically what we got here is to improve uh, the slow things. Like you don't have to use the mouse that much. The game and such features we now rely on hotkeys, so you can make your playstyle much faster and smoother. Yeah. New video mode support. Median XL 2.0 supports the third-party CNC DD Draw video mode. What the fuck? I just got lost. GDI OpenGL Direct 3D 9 renderer. Upscaling via GLSL shaders 4K plus. Window mode, full screen exclusive mode, borderless mode. Alt enter support to switch quickly between full screen and window mode. Automatically saves and restores window position, size, set. Optional mouse sensitivity scaling. Preliminary libretto shader support. What the fuck is that? What is this? Oh. Okay, we'll see it later. Multiple D2 compatibility fixes. Until further launcher updates, users will need to manually install it. Download CNC draw, unzip and paste inside the Diablo2 folder. Run D2 with test. Yeah, and set your video mode to direct draw D2. Yeah. Run CNC draw. Yeah. Make sure your resolution matches mid-in XL's 4:3 aspect ratio. Oh my god. 8K, 4K, native, etc. Oh my god. Launch the game through game.exe and remove /w or /3dfx parameters. Window mode is managed by CNC draw. Note there will be support for using it with the launcher shortly. Bug fixes. The trace screen crash has been fixed. No way. I thought it will not be a fixable one at all. It was so annoying. Fix a bug with the bad UI that could cause the game to crash. I never experienced this at all. Fix a bug that caused some items to be visually misaligned when equipped. Oh yeah, when you put some stockable items and it was kinda misplaced somewhere else. Fix the bug that caused gear items to not have any background color if they were broken, had unmet requirements, etc. Finally, fix a bug that sometimes caused the game menu to come off when clearing the screen with escape. Yay. Fix a bug that sometimes caused the enemy map to be turned off when clearing the screen with escape. Yeah. Fix the bug that caused bad's input to be blocked out when inventory is opened. Fix the bug that caused some hover text pop-ups to appear out of place in the trace screen. Nice one. Game. So, Mercenaries improved the Mercenary GUI, you know. It will now list additional stats and the skills used by mercenaries with a full description and scaling of each. Okay. Previously, mercenaries needed to cast a self-buff. It was kind of AI glitch or something, which kinda... It was a glass cannon. Or not just a glass cannon, but if it was unbuffed, then it died instantly. But only in the Ubers, not in the early game ones. So, self-buff, skill to activate the full range of offensive defensive capabilities. The offer caused them to be killed before they activate the buff or after running out. Yeah, they now receive these stats innately. Mercenaries no longer benefit from plus X to skill affixes. Yeah. Mercenary stat bonuses will no longer need to be activated upon death or when entering a new game. Introduce a 1.2 second delay between mercenary actions on normal difficulty and 0.8 second delay on nightmare difficulty. This change was made to balance mercenaries' offensive power being too high during progression. Mercenary behavior on hell difficulty is not affected. Yeah, because when I was in the sewers Act 2 and the Oasis Guard or the Act 2 mercenaries were kinda oh my fucking god OP ones. So yeah, I get the change here. So yeah, I had the same problem that it was way too easier than any other things, you know. Act 4 Rogue Heartseeker and Charity Arrow now only unlock at level 90 as intended. Reduce enhanced weapon damage bonus from dexterity by 30%. Story monster overhaul. So, all monsters in the classic zones of Acts 1 to 5 have been reworked. This includes different monsters on Nightmare and Hell compared to normal. New skills, new assets, new stat scaling and more. Stay well and listen, we have set out to achieve the following goals. Take a deep breath. Here we go. Making Nightmare more interesting and engaging. One of the problems of the original Diablo 2 campaign is Nightmare difficulty. Nothing interesting really happens here. There's no new content to compare to normal and the best items aren't available yet. More specifically for Median, you're rushing to get to Hell and progressing adding new endgame quests, while monsters in the first 4 acts provide barely any resistances to characters with decent gear. Ideally, we would simply be rid of Nightmare and Scare contests so that one playthrough gets you to Hell, where the real fun starts. However, this is not possible in the Diablo 2 engine. As such, we have tried to spice up the progression journey by introducing brand new mobs for you to fight and better tuning their stats so the journey through Nightmare feels more engaging and memorable. Oh yeah. Especially Act 3 and Act 2. It was the worst one. Number 2. Improve stats and skills. The classic progression to Hell always been touted as a tutorial that prepares you for the brand new challenges that await on Hell difficulty. With the passage of time, the suitability of this tutorial has diminished significantly, to the point where we felt it did not fit with the rest of the game that you all know and love, and did not accurately prepare for your endgame. Two main problems identified where the monsters would be defeated too easily as soon as players knew to craft a key item or two, and that some would have incredibly bursty damage and could rapidly I can speak. Rapidly kill unsuspecting characters. To address these problems, here we go. We have tuned monster health levels to anticipate player gear upgrades. Monster offensive power has been calibrated against expected average player health and defenses for each level. This means that there will no longer be huge outliers with negligible or overpowered damage. Yeah, final balance damage or combat stuff. Now we have I need some coffee, oh my god. Now we have placed the risk. Nope. What? I'm totally lost. So, yeah. Now we have placed the risk and reward calculation firmly in the player's hands. Taking more risk and pulling multiple monster packs at once is the only time you will be at risk of one-shots, if your character is prepared adequately. Monster skills have been redone to be more in line with what you will face in our endgame quests, making gameplay more about player reactions and skill and less about hard gear checks. Yeah, this stuff is only about the combat changes or balancing. We have also implemented the following changes. Wait, is this connecting to... Oh yeah, no. It's a different... part. Okay, we have also implemented the following changes. Monster endemics will be better tied to the respective levels in order to correspond to what we know of the Diablo lore. Monsters use the highest quality and most lore appropriate assets we have available, included unused Diablo 2 assets, imported Diablo 1 assets thanks to OKJ, and brand new custom ones thanks to Inertia. I don't know who you are. There are now less monster types per zone. This enables us to make them more memorable and thematic, while also having greater variety between zones for players. Monster pack size has been increased and monster density has been slightly reduced. This means you will encounter bigger monster groups spread slightly further apart. This enables us to make monster encounters and combat more memorable instead of everything blending together. Monster skill effects have been optimized for usual clarity and high performance as much as possible. We have greatly limited the use of on-death effects and have eliminated the use of reflected damage. Both are mechanics which we consider to make combat less fun and character power progression less rewarding. Superior monsters and minor story bosses, for example Bloodhaven, will now have a higher chance to drop unique, set and rare items. Additionally, must have been completely revamped. Yay. Endgame monsters. In line with the changes to monsters present in regular areas, we have also changed the stats of monsters in endgame areas. We have reduced endgame monster damage by 30% at level 105, tempering down to 10% at level 150. We have increased endgame monster life by 20%. So they made the mobs more tougher, but they made them weaker as much. Okay. Neofla now drops 2 tiered units on normal, down from 3. Yeah. It will become less effective to farm him in normal. Counters improve drops from the boss. Great chance to drop air rune in normal difficulty. Why air rune? Why? Okay. And Daria now drops an extra item on Nightmare and Hell. Durio battle has been completely reworked. Now drops an extra item on the same difficulties. Mephisto, completely reworked. Monster damage nullification. Amounts have been reduced from 30, 50, 75 to 20, 40, 60 due to the new monster health scaling. Now that the damage reduction granted by absorb mods isn't as significant, we will be removing the text indicator for this from the monster's tooltip. Added a variant for physical damage implemented through the mob's physical resistance. Act bosses will now regain 5% of their maximum life upon killing a player in Nightmare difficulty and 10% on Hell. No way. So still. Fuck you. Oh my god. We now drop 1 Arcane Shard on Nightmare difficulty. And 1 for Act 4. Yeah, you know, you get the idea. Bosses on Hell difficulty will now drop 2 Arcane Shards. They brought it again, so we can farm shards as well, not just only Unix. Loot performance optimization. Remade the distribution of tiered and sacred items to better take into account the attribute requirement of the gear and the story progression compared to the before. Rewrote general equipment, normal, elite and super elite drops to be more efficient and better suited to the story progression. Now only 2 tiers of weapons and armor will drop at any one time. So it will be less RNG bullshits time. Okay, for example on Hell, only tier 4 and sacred items will now drop. If the game would have instead picked a lower item like tier 2 or tier 3, instead it will now drop nothing. Finally. This greatly reduces the visual clutter on the screen without changing the probability of getting good items. It's a nice change. Chests during the story progression will now drop items better fitting their location. Fix the math error causing UMOs to not have equivalent drop chances. Fix the math error, same for shrines, to not have equivalent drop chances. Okay. Area storage side areas. On Nightmare and Hell, the areas are inhabited by veteran monsters. Veterans receiving the following bonuses: plus 50% life, plus 10% attack rating, defense, drop chance, experience granted. Nice. On Hell difficulty, veteran monsters may occasionally drop Oil of Greater Luck in Act 1, Oil of Augmentation in Act 2, Intensity in Act 3, Conjuration in Act 5. Arcane Sanctuary winded all passages to prevent characters from getting stuck. Oh yeah. So we are here at the long way depart, the rifts or the Ubers. So and of course I don't have any drink. Oh, I have just a little water. So I'm going to wanted to say, I know the Sanity, yes, of course. Slightly expanded some paths and add a few new ones. Reduce the need for backtracking, the reposition, the golden chests. Improve lighting and enhance environmental details. 50% overall gain in enemy spawning areas. Heh. Okay. So no damage nerfs, no buffs at all, just spawning rate. Heh. Torojan Jungles adding numerous optional sections and expanding existing ones. Implementing various shortcuts and alternative paths to zones of interest. Improve environmental details and added several shrines and loot sources. 120% overall gain in enemy spawning areas. Ew. Yeah, cool rust. Fix some invisible walls and several corners where enemies were not supposed to spawn and where loot was unreachable. Add small reward sections with shrines and golden chests. Add a few additional zones and a few paths to shortcut some areas. 20% overall gain in enemy spawn areas, yeah. High Heavens Library Fate. Lifers will no longer ignore your poison resistance. Oh ho ho ho. So that was the problem. They had ignore poison resist. That is bullshit. Tiganzi now features player. Nah. Let's start it again. Now features larger pathways. Yeah. Some new sections and river shores connections. There's now far fewer obstacles and the connection between zones have been increased to 10 from the previous 4. And I saw that image. It looks gorgeous. Triune enlarged both Duram's location and the bridge leading to Malik. Removed several wall segments nearby Malik. Reworked 5 mechanics no longer relies on aura from the charm which caused numerous issues. Mind control reduced spread of random range. Duram reduced health. But no reducing the instant kill movement, you fucking asshole. Dunkrai fixed some out of boundary issues, improving lighting and enhanced environmental details. Teleporting skills are no longer mandatory to reach all the sections. The level is now interconnected as to minimize backtracking. Repositioned several objects that involuntarily acted as obstacles. Enlarge a few passages and lower the height of several walls to reduce the occurrences of blind spots. 20% overall gain, yeah. Yeah, I saw this image too. Toroja no longer now a dungeon quest, see rune changes. Oh yeah. Vision, rework the map to improve players' experience. Portal to Genesis is now much closer to the entrance of the level. Mindfulness presence reduced by what? 95%? Oh my god, this is a great nerf or a buff? Yeah. Less frequency spawning of minefields. AMTG essentially traps occurrence reduced by 40%. Enemies' respawn points have been distributed more evenly. Added several loot sources to further promote exploration. Added a waypoint. A waypoint. This was also somewhere in the top 10 most requested feature as of 1.0. The waypoint in Vision. Fossil will revert the map to improve the visuals, the cleaning flow, and remove the need of backtracking. Teleporting skills are no longer mandatory to reach all the sections. Remove the various floor slabs that impaired navigation, lowered on average the height of walls as it to improve visibility. Brampton Spot is now close to the level's entrance. 30% overall gain, yep. Slightly increased Necrobot and Harpy AI delay. Finally. What? Increase? Oh, fuck you. Reduced rune drops in accordance to enhance rune overhaul. Yeah. New Sosglan. Here we go. Baal's forces have invaded the land of the druids. Help them stop the... Can somebody pronounce this for me? Okay, this word is... Okay, more. It's a Hungarian name. Like... First name. Okay. Okay. Let's move on, never mind. New massive endgame reef located in Act 5, area level 135, New Town, Turdura. Can be accessed by killing Bullcathos and after obtaining Turdura waypoint. Bestiaries, Scythe Claw. These fast mantis have a strong poison attack and will quickly swarm you. Undying, 30% chance of self-resurrect after they die. Resistance to poison. Dryas Spawn, fear for archers that will always prefer to stay away from the close combat. Crushing attack. What? 100% crushing blow? Okay. I'm getting up because it's 135, so it's a ultra mega, but it's not so harder than the Labyrinth Uber. Probably it will be the second hardest one in the game so far. Okay, able to quick drain your life away if left unattended. Resistant to physical damage. Oh my god. Spriggan, these powerful fire commanders will try to set the entire location on fire. Meteor Strike attack leaves patches of fire on the ground that can quickly stack unless player dispositions. Meteor Pulse Aura deals fire damage to all enemies every 2 seconds. Doesn't stack with other Spriggans. Resistant to fire damage. Also they have Holy Fire. Oh yeah. Sapling Guard. Small Tree Guard? What? What is this name? Corrupted Guardians of the Forest. Sapling Guards are about stalling enemies. Will harvest players from a distance. This attack also deals physical and magic damage. When in danger, spawns a multitude of harmless egg traps to absorb incoming missiles. If the egg traps are killed, they'll spawn more decoy guards, resistant to magic damage. Etherborn. Before the corruption of Southland, the Druid colleagues managed to control Vedo by building the Tura Catalyst. With said catalyst, Baal was able to create many of these powerful weather demons to protect his invasion. Cast long range Arctic Blast and Snowstorm. Uses Chain Lightning to destroy summons and players alike. Ew. Buffs himself with Weather Storm upon close contact, casting thunders from the sky and destroying enemies who stand still. Resistant lightning and cold. I think this is what I saw in the picture. The large shadow. Okay, drop rates, drop bias, enhanced runes, sacred bases, and special oils. See new oils. Elder Balls always drop at least rare quality items and have a chance to drop entire arcane crystals. Sapling guards have the highest chance to drop one or several runes. Huh. Oh. Dimensional Labyrinth. And I'm sad. Right, instantaneously. So, remove the easiest 5 floors. Floors now scale from 1 to 10 with overall area levels up by 5 compared to previously. For example, 1, 5 yellow floors, 6 and 10 red floors. Riftstone 1 is no longer a word drop, now drops from the Ascended Rift Walker. Who the fuck is that? Is that the previously new Uber? The weather caller or something? Changing red Riftstones now only takes 1 arcane crystals. The Riftstones upgrade recipe has been disabled. Increased loot drops from regular enemies and corrupted heroes. Reduce the health of corrupted heroes, the navigator, and Garbad. Slow down the corrupted Amazon. Observe and close the tunnel's ranged spells will now check defense. Come on, seriously. Reduce enemies is... Wait. If it checks defense, it's good if you are a high tanky character. Reduce enemies fire damage by 10%. Reduce by 10%. What the fuck? What is this? This is a stupid nerf. It's too low. It must be higher. Tier 10. Revert the level and adjust the map's known issues. 30% overall gain in enemy spawning areas. Endgame dungeons invasion. Now drops a new charm, the Ritwalker's Eye, instead of upgrading your class charm. So it will reserve more place by one slot. Here we go. The charm lists optional bonus quests for parts 2 and 3 of this quest. +1 to class skills has been replaced with +1 to all skills. Yeah, it's more beneficial. Infernal Machine remove torches. Now features damaging fire spots. Depth Projector. Fix some minor tile issues. Enhance environmental details and lighting. Adding gold drops and golden chests in the northern section. Zone partially restructured, yeah. 2 additional Zacromites inhabit the dungeon. Horizon Sanctum now features an optional zone, reachable only by teleport skills containing a few golden chests. A Kara reduce healing, nice one. Assault on Mount Ariat added some destructible obstacles in line with the context of the level. Your character will no longer unmorph when close to the edges of the zone. Yeah. New Inquisitor of the Triune. It's a new one. New dungeon quest entrance located in the causeway leading to Travincal. Required level is 110. Reward is +2 skill points once per character. Skill points. It's a consumable one or it's like a quest related one? Never mind. Bullprints Rodeo. Improve environmental details. Now cows have plenty of grass to eat. Okay. Okay. Rathma Square, the map has been reworked. But no nerfing down the stupido Gorklorers. Oh yeah. Black Road changed the configurations of some rooms to improve boyar colleague targeted behavior and players' experience. Add this chest and enriched locations environmental details. Legacy of Blood Golem description is now more accurate. Heart of Sin fixed some tile issues, enhanced environmental details. Invasion Part 2. New dungeon quest interest located in the Realm of Sin. Required level is the same as the Realm of Sin. Reward upgrade the Refocus Eye with the dropped essence to receive +2 all skills. Bonus reward transmute the Refocus Eye after fulfilling the condition to receive +2 max life and mana. Hey. Judgment Day Hostelwell replace braziers along the arena borders with light sources that do not impact the player's mobility. Oh yeah. Quality. Remove braziers from the walkable zones and reorganize the lighting. Lord of Lights, the map has been reworked. Invasion number 3 or part 3. New dungeon quest interest located in the Realm of Lies. Required level is 130, not 25, 30. Reward upgrade the Refocus Eye with the dropped essence is now to receive 1% to maximum elemental resists. Bonus reward transmute the Refocus Eye after fulfilling the condition to receive +1% to maximum elemental resists. Nice one. So if I can understand it correctly, as far as I can understand it correctly, it says you will gain plus 2%, probably. Oh, bonus rewards. So yeah, you will gain an additional 1% if you complete it correctly. Okay, it's a nice one. Bramptown fixed several tiles issues and revised lighting, restructured the major of the level segments and added a few new ones, added some shrines and golden chests. So any personal, yeah. Shari Sanctum, it has the uniqueness of Wolfex Arena. Spectre Fate improvement, Fragment of Pain, improve players' pathing and the landscape visuals, Snare of Destruction, fix some minor tiles issues, improve lighting and a few paths. Detailed improvements on the rest of the stages. Nimir's Light, embellish the stages to emphasize the location's distinctiveness and ambience. Oh my god, I need some coffee. Okay. Spirit World, expanding some land bridges and tweak the geometry of the zone to be more orderly. Reorganize the lights positions to better players' orientation while navigating the area. Remove clickable retinas and fogs overabundance. Improved consistency in the availability of wall covers. Added golden chests in the furthest corners. Oh yeah, I saw this image too. Nephilim sacrifice. Agents no longer absorbs the poison. Zones improve environmental details in every stage and added loot sources in some. Sewers slightly increase the size of the arena and reduce the number of obstacles. Arcades slightly increase the size of the arena and improve pathing in the central area. Realm of Sin slightly enlarge the area and distance the lesser evils for a better experience. Tristram, prime evils no longer get stuck in the Burning Town's ruins. Odysseus Chamber, remove the small braziers on the rims surrounding the crater to enhance mobility, and implemented a glow effect to the lava below. But they did not fix the goddamn bale crash. If you kill, you get crash. Archbishop Lazar fixed a few tile errors and enlarged all corridors by one tile. Slightly modify some walls positions and remove the southern pool of water. Remove ground torches that obstructed the paths and reduce the number of columns. Added a shrine in the northern corner, yeah. Herald of the End, reduce area size and make corners unwalkable. Removed Death Strike, reduced fire jump area. Now rarely cast Pillars of Flame. Which is the Pillars of Flame? The Big Nova? Probably. Okay, Deimos. Not Demios, Deimos. Improved lighting and environmental details on all Deimos arenas. Enhanced arenas visual uniqueness. Arena interest now has a 10-minute lockdown. It was previously 12 or 8, I don't remember. Characters general skills revamp. Oh my god. What? It will take a long time, I guess. Okay, just up a little bit. Up. There you go. So, this patch brings the largest set of skill changes any Median XL version has ever seen. The current system allows you to add additional point to any skill every 6 character levels, and will further be enhanced by the max skill level set. This led to an overall predictable, cyclic and uninteresting progression while leveling, with excess skill points in the early game and very little maxing variety in the end game, due to skills taking over 30 base level each. The new system is to be more... God damn it. Okay. Early game and very little maximum variety. End game due to skills, yeah. The new system aims to be more versatile, organic and intuitive quality without the current system was lacking. So, class skills. Number 1. have been split into 8 skill tabs per class up from 3, with each build having its own unique tree. Max skill level increases every character level rather than every 6 character level. Huh. This means you can put 20 skill points into a level 1 skill at level 20, yeah. Doing so isn't always preferred due to increasing mana cost on active skills or other options become available. When encourage players to explore different combinations, especially with free respec until level 50 before setting on a build. Skill caps are still influenced by unlock level, meaning you will need to be level 100 to put 10 points into level 90 skill. Most existing skills are now capped at 25 base skills, with reward skills capping at 15. So the maximum skill level stat has been removed and replaced with a new mastery specialization. See masteries. Added over 100 new class skills, most in the form of upgrades to existing skills. Many upgrades have max levels such as 4, 10 or even 1, being able to reach their full potential with less points. Several upgrades add new mechanics to existing skills. In some cases, existing features were converted to upgrades to simplify the more intense skills. In some cases, upgrades can dramatically change how a skill is used, such as converting a long duration buff into short duration one, or make you build a skill in a different way. Masteries, a new skill tree full of passive skills and share between all classes. Use it to customize your build to your preference or fine-tune your character for future challenges. A choice between 6 passive skills, with more to be added in future content updates. So, you may only invest in up to 3 mastery skills. Some are available straight away, while others must be unlocked by completing endgame quests. Meditation, oh my god, mediation is something different. New level 1 passive skill increases your maximum mana and regen. Maximum mana bonus scales with character level. At low character level, this bonus is greatly amplified. Adds 5% mana regen, plus 1% per skill level. Mana bonus increases by 100% per base level. Maximum base level is 3. Purity, another level 1. Protects you against poison, damage and curses. So this was cleansing, yeah. So these two are kinda like auras from the Paladin vanilla. Yeah. Increases curse length reduction by 10%, increases poison length by 10%, and the maximum base level is 4. Melee Devotion, new level 1 passive skill, a melee exclusive layer of damage reduction, reduces all incoming damage by 10%, multiplied with other defenses. Only allow the use of melee buff, debuff and summon skills. For example, no summons. Maximum base level is 1. So, tenacity. New passive skill unlocked by defeating the information in the pit. So it's like a charm, which will give it. Increases your physical resistance. A bonus is 1% per base level. Maximum base level is 5. So we'll gain 5 physical resist in total. Endurance. New passive skill unlocking defeating Bartok in the Chamber of Blood. Increases your max life 1% per base level, 2% per base level for necromancers. Maximum base level is 10. Maybe they did something with the demon blood. Or not demon blood, you know. The passive which gave some life. Continuity. New passive skill unlocked by defeating Inarius in the Chapel of Vanity. Increases skill duration. Bonus is 5% plus 4 per base level. Skill duration increases the length of all buff debuff effects you use. Maximum base level is 6. Specialization. New passive skill unlocked by defeating Bear in the Wordstone Chamber on Hell difficulty increases the skill cap of your active non-ultimate abilities. Bonus is 1 to maximum skill per... yeah, maximum is 10. Chemistry. Unlocked by defeating the Dark Star Dragon in Brampton in under 1 minute 30 seconds. Increases healing and mana regeneration from potions, reduces life leech. Half regeneration increases by 4% per basal, mana regen by 8% per basal. Life leech is reduced by 3% per base level. Oh my god. Misk. Range skills which require special conditions to unlock. For example, trap red skills and bow druid skills will now be correctly blocked by equipment with melee only restrictions. All skills which cause a short cooldown when triggered as procs will no longer do so. All skills which require the Black Road charm to unlock now require level 150 as opposed to 90. Life overhaul. Reduced percentage bonuses to maximum life on items and skills in order to curtail life scaling in the end game. Damage most of monster has been reduced in accordance with this change. All classes may pick up a maximum life enhancing passive in their mastery tab. Numbers vary depending on factors such as vitality scaling and other skills. Percentage life bonuses on most items have been reduced by 2/3. Percentage life on most skills and classic exclusive charms have been reduced by 50%. So, here we go. One of the 7 classes we have the Amazon. So, sped up two-handed spear animations can now reach 8 FPA. Sped up block rate animations by using Javelin or Scepter. Rather, it's just Javelin and Scepter. So when you use Javelin in that moment, and also when you use Scepter in the same moment. So I don't know why it's or. It should be and, but never mind. Neutral balance, defense per level above 28. Increased by 50%. Fortitude, new level 40 skill. 40? Upgrades Ecstatic Frenzy, adds 25 stamina per basal. Athena's Gift, new level 50 skill. 50? Increase maximum block by 5% per base level. Maximum base level is 5. Bow. Trinity Arrow. So, now adds physical damage per level, increasing by 15. Brush, now level 5 skill. Phalanx, now 10. Now only wall width increase with, yeah? Cooldown 6. New level 15 skill, upgrades Phalanx. Reduces cooldown of Phalanx by, yeah, maximum base level is 10. Dragon Lore, a new level 20 skill. Adds 1% physical resist. Oh. And -2 elemental resist. I mean pierce. Elemental command, now 25 skill. Adds 7% plus 2 innate elemental damage per base level. Worm shot, now 30 skill. Attacks 3 targets. Gains +1 target per 2 base levels. Keen sight. It's a 40 skill. Increases the seek range of Dragonlord by this yards per base level. Javelin, Moonbeam, increased damage at low level. Ricochet removed. Split Spear, new level 5 skill. Thrown an arc of spears that pierce their target. Damage conversion to fire is 50%. Adds flat fire damage per level, increases by 50%. 3 basic spears. Inflate. Now on level 15 skill, 1 second cooldown. Swifting, new 20 skill, upgrades Inflate, reduces the cooldown, maximum base level is 5. Moon Queen, fixed a bug that where the physical damage person and critical strike was not applied to Javelin throwing skills. Fairy, now level 30. Self-Sir Rage. New level 40, requires Moonbeam, throws a Javelin and improves your combat efficiency. Drains 50% life over the duration of the skill. Oh. Base duration 5.4 seconds and increases by 0.2 seconds per level. Adds 10% physical damage per level. Adds 1% life leech. When cast with at least 10 base levels on enfilade projectiles. Maximum base level is 10. Offering of the Escary. A new level 50 skill requires Fairy Thing. Fairy Thing, nice. Sacrifices Ascari warriors to aid you in battle. Spawns 4 corpses. Base cooldown is 6 seconds. Reduced by... Okay. Reduced by XY seconds. Spear. Remove Old Fury mechanic. Greyhound, now level 1 skill. Starts with 1 spirit. 1 per 10 base levels. Maximum base level is 15. Gain 1 spirit per fury charge. Heinous Strike, now level skill. Fury increases the effect of poison duration stat by 20% per charge. Takedown, now level 10 skill. Grants a fury charge per attack. Maximum of 5. Duration is 12 seconds. Refreshes each attack. Regenerates 1 life per second per fury charge. Maximum base level is 1. All other active spear skills are improved by Fury. Hunter's Prowess. New level 15 skill. Upgrades takedown. Takedown improves combat abilities per attack. Adds 1% movement speed, attack speed, bonus defense per level per Fury charge. Maximum is 10. Lioness. Level 20. Now adds 10% physical damage per base level. Pounce, weapon damage reduced by... it's slightly less VDM modifier. Magic damage reduced significantly. Now gains 1% magic damage per 1 dexterity. Magic damage increased by 100% per fury charge. Fanned. Box up and fans of enemies at all sides. 30 seconds raise duration, 20 second cooldown. Adds 4% physical resist. Physical resist is increased by 100% per fury charge. Max base level is 1. Oh. Storm, Thundercrack, increased mana cost. Releases a bolt. Lightning conversion is now 50. River bonus lightning damage scaling now has a significant increased damage every 5 base levels. Riftfield, new level 5 skill upgrades Thundercrack. Increases the seek range by 10% per base level. Maximum base level is 5. Stormcore, level 10. Now gets damage bonus from dexterity instead of energy. Early game damage scaling increase. Minimum lightning damage increase. Maximum lightning damage decrease total of minus 10% every average damage increased. I'm gonna bring a drink at the blood as okay, so increase minimum lightning damage gain on skill levels above 28 by 25. Hammer's area now gains lightning damage per base level in Stormcore. Asterism now adds spell focus instead of energy. Ascari lightning requires asterism. Discharge a nova that reduces reduces enemy lightning resist. Base levels reduce the cooldown. Magnetic field level 50. I'll be right back. Here we go. Oh, my throat. Blood. Magic missiles. Increase damage scaling at early levels, but above level 28 damage is the same. Mana cost reduced. Bloodstorm. Increase damage scaling. Increase total damage by on average 9%. Reduce mana cost. Balefire. Increase damage scaling at early levels. Bacchanalia. Damage to blood with spells now 4% per base level from 3. Lava Pit increases damage scaling, increases damage gain above level 28. Fire Elementals now have synergy of 50%. Life per base level. Blood Magic. New level 50 skill upgrades Fire Elementals. When you near your Fire Elementals, become enchanted with Blood Magic. Area effect of increases per base level, improves blood with spells, plus 2 missiles to magic missiles, yeah. Increases bonus defense from Balefire, adds plus 1 projectile to plus star, increases the area effect of Lava Pit, and yeah. I read this one actually. Reward. Spellbind. No longer increases the life of fire elementals. War Spirit now adds a bonus per base level dependent on your devotion. I almost said donation. Yeah, I read this already. Curare damage increased by 5%. Vitality per turn reduced by 20%. What the fuck? Now adds line spell damage. Spirit of Vengeance. Assassin. 6 characters to go. In a bloodbath. Can now be used with throwing knives. No longer increases prismatic locks magic damage reduction. Ninja. Oh, Blink slightly reduces base range. Domain. Upgrades Blink. Enhances Blink range. Max possible range increased. A level 10 ninja skill requires Blink. Remove self damage boost as it had no use and could cause confusion. Self damage? What? Movement bonus moved. Shadow Rush. Upgrade Shadow Refuge. Adds 10% movement speed per base point to Shadow Refuge. Perfect Being. Okay. Fix missing increase attack. Nope. Perfect Being. You idiot. Read the correct one. Now level 20 skill requires Shadow Refuge. Modify formula to be 40% plus 1% per base level. Queen of Blades. Fix basic increase attack speed bonus on skill description. Shred. New passive. Upgrades Queen of Blades. Queen of Blades becomes step second buff with 30-second cooldown. All attacks have 30% crushing blow during the short buff. Adds 2 extra targets per base level. Storm Crows. Remove the bonus knives when not striking mechanic. Increased mana cost, modify knife count scaling, increased base knives. Gains 1 base knife per 2 base levels in addition to knives from soft points. Way of the Spider. Now it's a throwing skill, but it's accessible to other builds as well. Now scales with character level to prevent early abuse, but provides extra damage after 1 and 10 compared to before. Pierce bonus changed to 5%. Scorpion Blade now level 10 requires Way of the Spider. Knife kind synergy move to Queen of Blades inside Maelstrom. Fix about the cause it to not resist spell damage bonuses since forever ago. Modify damage scaling. Slightly increased damage Maelstrom. Witch Wind. Weapon damage increased by 33%. Vulnerability duration is now always 4 seconds. Physical damage penalty cannot be reduced below 5%. Double mana cost. Broadside no longer has prerequisites. Base cooldown reduced by 4%. Becomes 7 seconds at 25. Leave a incision. Okay. Incision. Whatever. Read this up if you have two mothers. Toggleable buff that combines your scorpion blades into a single deadly knife. Void Gazer, new level 100 passive upgrades Witch Wind. Adds high magic damage, hit recovery, movement speed after you cast Witch Wind. Also increases your maximum chance to block during vulnerability. Maximum base will increases every 5 characters levels. Noctro. So it's the claw. Reduce magic damage at early levels for more damage at later ones. Way of the Griffon. Now a level 5 claw skill. Still accessible to other builds. No longer ultimate. Base level. Bonus now scarce with the character. Yeah. Stay with the Way of the Spider. Pierce bonus changed to 5%. No longer adds line absorb. Modified damage scaling to fit new level requirement. Now adds line spell damage. Base crit chance increased by 6%. No longer adds block chance to Bloodbath. Best Shrine. Family is no longer slow, doubled health. Base level no longer increases familiar quantity. See Ambush. Element of Flanks. Allow your bad familiars to learn ways in an upscale way. 40% learn efficiency per base level. Each soft point into any of your ways will be learned as a base level by the minion multiplied by efficiency. For example, you have 25% levels in the way. Bases in ways count towards total damage, pierce, and spell damage. It's just an example. Okay. Also makes your familiars inherit your perfect big egg prismatic cloak passives. Ambush. Upgrades best strike. Increases your maximum familiar count and familiars per cast to max of 5. Displays extra information about your bats such as health and damage. Anathema. Base init amounted damage increased by 5%. Winged Calamity. Upgrades best strike. Adds a bat attack skill to your familiars that deals weapon damage in area. Your familiars also get attack rating, velocity, and global damage reduction per base points. Stronger familiars become fatigued easily and will expire after 30 seconds. Naginata. Crucify, increase mana cost. Now in the Naginata tree. But it was in the Naginata tree, right? No, it was in the Claw tree. Okay. The Way of the Phoenix. Now it's in the Naginata, but it is the same. Laser Blade, increase magic damage. Barrier Strike, weapon damage 100%. Remove magic crit effect, which wasn't working. The barrier is now closer to your character. Increase damage to attack. Can be scaled further by 20%. Backstab now is a 25 skill. No longer gains attack rating to attack. Broadside damage synergy move to execution. Reduce uptime from 1/4 to 1/5. Or it's 1/4 and 1/5, I know. Hades Gate, now level 33 skill, requires Barrier Strike. No longer decreases with base points. Now adds fire damage to the attack, which improves. Way of the Phoenix increases fire damage. Bloodbath reduces cooldown by 5 seconds, benefits from domain. Execution, level 40 passive skill upgrades backstab and broadside. Adds magic damage to broadside while clogged. Magic damage increased by 50%. Momentum, level 66. Upgrades Hades Gate. Reduces Hades Gate cooldown by 1% per base level. So in total it is 5 seconds. Traps. Subterfuge. We have a new skill here, so the resistances are moved there. Shockwave trap, requires subterfuge, increased damage, especially in early levels. This is now 4%, but it's no longer capped. Pierce can be further increased by new skill, negative charge. Catalyst are now levels 10 skill, requires subterfuge. Incineration trap. Fire press is no longer capped to 135%, range is no longer capped at 16 yards. Negative charge. At 7% line pierce. Enhance contraption. Upgrades catalyst trap, reduces chance to hit of enemies inside the trap by 6% per base level. Maximum base level is 5. Artifice Mastery. Now level 70 requires the fire trap, negative charge and enhanced contraption. Healing and flash stats move to a new skill. Forger's Hegemony. What? Hegemony? What is this word? Requires Artifice Mastery. Adds up to 25% healing over 5 seconds after being struck. Adds 10% vitality, block speed, and 3% maximum fire cold resist. Psionic. Should carefully increase the Psionic Scream. Cooldown is now 14 seconds base and can be reduced per base level, no longer has a minimum cooldown. Psionic Storm, now a level 10 skill, requires Psionic Scream. Fix survive with the healing amounts per cast. Healing move to a new skill, slightly increase mana cost. Okay. Energize. Heals up to 10% of your maximum health with every cast. Singularity remove is now an off skill. Mind Ripple requires Energize, deals magic damage in an area with a small chance to convert enemies. Rate increases every 3% base levels. Okay. Pinnacle. No longer has stamina per base level. Cognition. New level 50 passive skill. Your cognition is based on the amount of points invested into any mind skill. This includes any signing skill as well as Prismatic Cloak and Doom. You unlock new upgrades to your skills as you reach a certain amount of cognition. And Perfect Gain gains 30% chance to avoid. Nice. Prismatic Cloak, modified early level damage. Doom, now level 90 ultimate skill. Reduces enemy magic resist. Double flat damage taken by enemies, double base point improved. Okay. Phase Bomb. Base MS resistance reduction is now 15% gains. MS appears every 3% into base. Oh. Barbarian. Spell of one hand attack animation slowdown. Dual wielding animations both can now reach 6 frames. Spell of two-handed spear animations and block animations. Spell of one-handed casting animations to match dual wielding casting. Tightest fortitude duration doubled. Nomad. This trick consists of stances, passive, both companion related skills. Okay, I will read only which is now a really a new one. So Hunter's Mark is now a different skill. A passive skill. I see. So it's no longer like a proc like it used to be in the beginning. Speak guide. Okay. Primordial Hunt. Passive skill, Wolf Companion. Bonus damage half, but now applies to fire, cold, lightning, magic damage types instead of physical. You must have a source of each event in order to benefit from the increase. For example, if you have at least one damage in all four of the above sources, then your damage will increase by 4 times the tooltip value. Ancient Blood no longer gives attack speed. Now gives flat attack rating. Mountain King, yeah. Lion Stance, yep. It's now caps at 10%. Lion Stance, Snake Stance. Okay, Wolf Stance. Another change here in the Wolf Stance, nothing special. Earthshaker. Earthshake. This is what I wrote. What I read in the Discord server. Thunderslam. It's now one skill point is skill. Upheaval. As bonus physical damage to Thunderslam, the bonus damage increases with the base level. Leap allows you to jump over enemies. Cooldown is 10 seconds. Does not scale with the skill level's maximum base level is 1. Heart of Stone. Only allows the use of. Yeah. You cannot learn if you have this skill and vice versa. You deal no fire, cold or lightning damage. 5% of your physical damage bonuses are added as crashing blow. 50% of your weapon physical damage bonuses are added as a percentage bonus to attack rating. Shower of Rocks. Oh yeah. Aftermath. New passive upgrade Shower of Rocks. A percentage of your total strength max 15 is added as magic damage to Shower Rocks. This bonus damage increases with base level and your physical damage. Okay. Wind Carver. Whirlwind Focus Skill Tree. Whirlwind, renamed from Wind form, now requires level 1. Remove poison damage but increased VDM. Now enable non-attack procs to trigger from your offhand weapon in addition to your main. Adds up to 40%, depends on character level, weapon, physical damage bonus to Whirlwind. Precision. Upgrades Whirlwind. Adds 60% bonus attack rating to Whirlwind. Savagery. Adds 4% deadly strike to attacks while whirlwinding. Stone Skin. Adds 40% bonus defense to Whirlwind. Lifestealer. Your whirlwind attack restore a percentage of your maximum life base level and is 1%, increased by 60% per base level. Gale Force. I read this one. Executioner. New level 60 passive skill. Only applies if you are wielding a two-handed weapon. Increases Gale Force area by 2.60 yards. Yeah. Elementalist. Elemental melee skill tree requires a melee elemental base you cannot dual wield. Conflux. Reading from Blood Hatred duration increase to 10 minutes. That's a good one. Iron Spyro. It's the same. I'm at the Overlord. Increases maximum fire code line increases by 3% after using signature skill. See below. You become overloaded duration for 10 seconds, 20 seconds after using a signature skill. Signature skills cannot be used while under the effect of Amata Overlord. Oh, Overload, so not Overlord. Okay, oh my god. I'm getting dizzy. Even though I'm just only drinking water and not beer. Thunderstorm. Electrocutes a large area around you, dealing 150 weapon damage. By overloading, you gain 5% movement speed. Deep freeze. Attack which freezes a small concentrated area, dealing heavy single target damage. By overloading, you gain 3% innate amount of damage per base level. Purifying Flame. It sounds like it was filmed after Kashin Koji. What the fuck? Buff which regenerates a percentage of your maximum life and increases poison life reduction. By over you regenerate 3% of your max life per second. Primordial Strike. Weapon damage and multi is your primary target. Additionally, deals damage in a large wave to your right. A percentage of your total strength and dexterity are added as magic damage to this attack. Magic damage is 5% of total strength and dexterity per base level. Warmonger is the throw barb. Violence reduces the cooldown of Stampede, adds a bonus physical damage to Stampede. Rebound now starts at 50 targets. Target secret is no longer capped. Now requires level 20 Fortress. Fix the bug where the client would shoot missiles more rapidly than the server. Now summons 4 towers instead of 8 which spawn closer to you. No longer locks out range skills while active. Projectiles are now throwing axes instead of arrows. Projectile speed increased by 17%. Range now scales with base levels instead of points in Wolf Companion. Range growth reduced to better concentrate on targets near the Barbarian. Bonus damage for Gladiator's dominance increased by 50%, weapon damage increased. Base damage increased by 100%. Cooldown is equal to 50% of duration. This skill is usable under melee only restrictions. Citadel. Increases your maximum block chance. Maximum block chance by addition 2% while Fortress is active. Screaming Eagle. Yeah, overkill. Yeah. Shaman. Spirit Rave. A new skill. Minotaur which unleashes a long duration damage over time effect. Deals 333% of combined spirit total physical damage per second as magic. Duration cooldown 8 seconds. Has a 15% chance to be usable after an ancient spirit death. Does a scale with skill levels maximum base level is 1. Room Monster. Okay. Nothing Spirit. Immortal. Nothing changed. Druid. Oh my god. Devotions removed. The trees are no longer locked behind the devotion. However, shapeshifting skills and passive will only work in the respective form. Infected roots. Oh, it's an old one. Bark skin. Bloom. Your harvesters gain an aura that increases the efficiency of the party, adds 20% of 12 minion resistances as poison spell per base level, At step percent movement speed, increasing your minion resistance. Growth, a new passive. Add step percent +5 minion resistance per level. Resist 3 minion resistance per point in one companion. Werebear. Slow and health bonuses are now obtained from an upgrade. Physical damage bonus per base level increase from 6 to 8. Shapeshift cooldown registers 2 seconds. Rend. No longer has cooldown, increase early level damage or BCO potency. Level 5 skill. Add step as a slow target per base level during the bear form. Increases your life based on character level in bear form. Wildfire, yeah. Primal dominance. Adds 50% of your vitality as attack rating per base level. Adds 25% plus step per hit recovery speed. Now lasts 40 seconds. I love Sazgram. Now lasts 40 seconds, but no longer emits shockwaves until upgraded. Reduce base mana cost. Base cooldown reduced to 8 seconds. Ancestral protection. Adds up to 30% character defense pointed to Idle Sazgram. Hunger. Now level 30 skill upgrades Werebear Morph. Increase base life steal to 7. Attack critical speed bonus move to upgrade. Ancestral Force upgrades Idle Sazlam. Allows using Idle Sazlam the traditional way. As periodic shockwaves during the Stormfall reduces the duration of the buff by 90%. So you take it or not? It's a big deal. Oh my god. Werewolf. There is a bonus move to upgrade, increase move casting speed, shapeshift cooldown 2 seconds just to avoid. Okay. Ceaseless Fury reduces Harbinger cooldown by 0.33 seconds per base level. Further escalation requires mana pools at the cost of doubling your mana drain. Previous drain you become over empowered. Adds 5% Deadly Strike. Hall of the Spirit. Feral Shroud that empowers yourself and nearby wolves. Nearby wolf reanimate receive Crushing Blow with every attack. Your cold damage and pierce increase movement, velocity and resistance. You receive 25% cold pierce. Bonus cold damage from wolf skills is doubled. Your mana drains 50% faster. Has a cooldown of 30%. 30 seconds. We're all. Oh my god, this sounds so stupid, in my opinion. Why we're all? Why not something else? A new look, yeah, replaces Trap Rat, increase Crushing Blow chance by 6%, improve hit recovery block frames, Blaze block chance now obtained, yeah. Thorn Wall. Into Earth Talons. Requires form, yeah. Individual thorns. Remove annoying cast sound. Urges mana cost. Why annoying? I think it wasn't annoying at all if you got used to it. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So, Charge Talons. New skill. Adds lightning damage to Earth Talons. Bird Storm. Ring a Quill Storm. Now level 50 skill. Yeah. Egg Trap. Steel Wings. Okay. Upgrades werewolf form, adds 1% base block chance. Adds 4% maximum block chance, yeah. Progenist blessing. Upgrades egg. Egg traps empower you upon hatching. While empower you receive charge times, lightning damage is doubled. 1 extra bird storm target. Egg trap has no cooldown. Hunter. Steady shot. Maximum base is now 20. Cascade. Bonus fire damage level is now 9% and not capped. Maximum peso is now 20 and not 10 or 15. I don't really remember how high was that. Heartseeker. Bonus fire damage. Yeah. Erupting Strike. Upgrade Steady Shot, Cascade and Heartseeker. Increases the fire damage of all hunter skills by 20% per base roll. Bear Company now requires Erupting Strike. Heart of the Pack is now obtained from upgrade maximum base of Heart of the Pack. Allows your bear to cast Heart of the Pack on attacks. Heart of the Pack effect prevents steady aim from being constant and heals the party. Each point in Bear Company increases duration by 5%. Oops. Chance to cast is 5%. Pathfinder. Requires Heart of Pack. Tracking. Requires 60 base levels invested into the hunter tree to put points. Your Pierce fire also reduces enemy lightning core resists. Seer. Hunting Bench, okay, Pagarize. Spiritual Alignment. Ember Sphere, Hunting Bench adds 10% fire core damage every 2 base levels. Rain of Fire, Hurricane, Solidify Wind, adds 4% life leech per base level. Mifal, double cooldown reduction, no longer has a minimum. Symbiosis, works at full efficiency from the first level. Now scales like the other Black Road skills with a maximum level of extendable up to 20. Now gains 1% avoid per base level instead of 1.75 per point into Evensong. Modify duration scaling. Reduce spell focus. Fairy Fire, weapon damage increase, Band Companion, aura grants 5% life, long as a devotion bonus, no longer reduces enemy poison resist, increase Petrify's physical pierce, increase Petrify's movement penalty, Petrify no longer reduces enemy defense. Oh yeah. Necromancer. And now we have Paladin and the Sorceress. Embalming. Oh, embalming. Yeah, not the demon blood. Embalming. Oh yeah. Now as 50% minion health. Mode of Flesh. Embalming's minion life bonus affects yourself as well. Efficiency increases by 10%. Maximum base is 4. Sacrifices. Now level 10 skill. Okay. Death War no longer receives synergies from Researcher Soulbound. Receives 10% defense per base level. Base avoid chance increased to 5. Death Pact. Okay, nothing changed, only the Mode of Flesh. Summon. Increases damage after skill level 16 of all minions by 20%. Blood scales now need to be raised from the dead. A big nerf. Aura is now obtained from the upgrade. Hawkness now base pack size increased from 2 to 3. No longer increases hogs per cast every 10 base levels but can be upgraded. Abyss Knight. Damage reduction effect now received from upgrade. Reduce visual clutter. Increase area effect. Reduce mana cost per level. Resurgence. Green Vision. Provides your characters an offensive aura. Base points increase physical weapon damage, crushing blow and radius. Violent Immolation increases your Hawks per cast by 1 every 6 base levels. Adds damage. Abyssal Guard gives you a nice physical and elemental damage reduction. Addition provides a 22% slow target. Meta Solace. Your Golem recovers 100% of his health over 30 seconds. Each base point reduces length by 1 second, improving regeneration. Melee Parasite. Carnage. Radius reduced. Increased by AR, bonus to improve. Onslaught. Reduces cooldown. Angel of Death. Okay, Deathlord. Demonic Commune. Upgrades Deathlord. Adds 10% movement speed per base level during Deathlord. Provides half freeze duration. Omnious Vigor. Gain up to 1% block chance. 100% strength and dexterity if you have invested 30 points into the skill. No longer requires to be in Deathlord form in order to prevent gear glitching. Voracity. Increases magic damage by 25% per base level. Increases target seek range. Okay, crossbow, improve attacking animation and can now reach 7 FP attack. Alchemical Provision. Increases rocket count by 2 per base level, maximum level of 1, yeah. Carrion Drain adds lifesteal based on base levels and character level, maximum base level 6. Dragonfire will increase base damage and early level damage scaling now grants bonus damage per base level. Synergy now scales with character level 2. Widowmaker. Conversion to magic reduced to 60 from 50. Reduce base mana cost, slightly increase mana cost per level. Increase magic damage scaling on early levels. Weapon damage increase from 55 to 60. Fragmentation shot. Ignite. Increases the fire damage added to attack by 50% maximum level increases. Okay. Malice. Death Ripple. Renamed from Boneyard. Modify graphics and mechanics. Increase early level damage and area effect. Nightwalker. Dream Eater. Terror. Upgrades Dream Eater. Debuff your main target and terrifies it. While terrify, enemy movement speed is reduced by 60%. Poison resist by 30%. Occult Path. Requires Nightwalker and 20 points in the Malice tree at 40%. Rotting Flash removed. Exile. Cursed enemies are exiled from their group and will attack each other. All confused will return. As well as Terror. Or not Terror, but something like that. Increased duration per level. 8 second cooldown reduced by 1 second. Pestilence is now requires Occult Path. Scales from energy rather than strength and dexterity. Increase damage, especially in the early levels. Now lasts 10 seconds. Vanish. New level. 60 passive skill. Requires Nightwalker. And 60 points in the Malice tree. Passive effect. If a non-boss enemy is terrified, exiled, poisoned, kill it. What? It will kill it if it's a... oh. I don't know. Never mind. Totem. Apprenticeship. A new passive renamed from Totem Master allows you to learn totem skills, increases totem life and avoid chance. Storm Eye. Frostglow. Dark Gathering. Increases totem count of every totem by 1 every 5 base levels. Adds 10% cast rate. Dirge. I read this one. Soulbound. Soul Chain. I read this one too. Reward. Talon's Hold. No longer receives synergy from sacrifices. Modified enemies scaling to 1% per base now remembers skeleton warriors. So no longer you will have no longer the Rahma priest, which will block your enemies by their thunder hammers, which was awesome. Graveyard now gain additional missiles every 6 base levels down from 8. Warrior King now reduces your Necromancer minion count by only 2 instead of 50%. Paladin. Mana per energy increased by 33%. Paladin influence trees streamlined and combined into one tree called Aspects. Contains Euphoria, Demiurge, Rapture, Sacred Armor, and Scourges. All Paladin builds can now access all these skills simultaneously if they wish. The power of level of the buff skills have been reduced slightly to compensate for the fact that they may now all be active at once. Neutral Paladin now has its own tab named Nephilim. Placing points in Nephilim skills will disable all holy and unholy skills and vice versa. Aspects. Euphoria has been renamed to Element of Wisdom, now requires level 1. Improved and consolidated its description. Now reduces Element to resist by 1% per base down from 1.25. Demiurge has now been renamed to Veneration of Justice. Improved description. Show attribute gain before putting points into the skill. Reduce stat gain to 30 per base level. Duration reduced slightly. Rapture has been renamed to Spark of Hope. Now requires level 20. Speed gain per base level reduced from 3% to 2. Slightly reduced speed gain from skill levels. Sacred Armor has been renamed to Wall of Fate. Regeneration bonus per skill level is reduced by 10%. Flat defense gain per base level reduced by 150 to 650. Duration reduced slightly. No longer gets 6% movement speed. Valiance. Upgrade Sacred Armor adds 10% movement speed per base level to the character by using Wall of Fate. Scourge has been renamed to Servants of Valor. Now requires level 50. Minion cap reduced to 5. Base servants are now 2. Increased life by 33. Reduced performance impact of minions and cleaned up the skill tooltip. Remove stat gains based on holy and unholy skill points. You can now summon +1 servant per 2 base levels. Conclave. New level 60 passive skill. Upgrade Servants of Valor. Adds 5% minion life. 4% per skill level. Increases the maximum number of servants you can summon by 1 per 2 base levels. Fervor adds 10% minion damage. Adds 6% of total 7 physical damage as extra magic damage to the attacks per base level. Templar Retaliate no longer converts 10% physical damage to magic. Increase weapon damage to 100%. Knockback chance half to 50%. Bonus damage now fire instead of magic. Level 1 value is 5%, up from 1. No longer need to be hit recently to use. Counter attack. Retail bonus fire damage is increased for 5 seconds after taking weapon damage. Fire damage is increased by 30%. Divine Judgment. Reduce duration by 20%. The skill is now much better against moving targets. Oh. Increase damage. Radius reduced by 11%. Consecration. Reduces Divine Judgment's cooldown by 20% per peso. Dragon Heart, renamed to Lion Heart. Why Lion? I hate lions. Now only allows the use of melee, buff, debuff, and summon skills. Vitality bonus now depends on strength or dexterity, whichever is higher instead of on strength alone. Simplify skill by removing stuff Increase in skill cap for points in other honor skills. Increase stats granted per skill level and base level to compensate. Mm. Mm-hmm. Plague removed. Holy Fire, now a level 30 passive skill. Adds fire damage to your weapon and poison F reduction. Poison F reduction bonus is 5%. Fire damage scaling has increasing returns with base level and character level. If you take this passive, you cannot deal poison damage. Holy Fire is not necessary to learn Dragonheart or Colosseum. Colosseum increase bonus fire damage. Base cooldown change to 7 seconds. Incarnation. The Holy Caster archetype has been greatly overhauled and improved. Drakemaw, Frozen Brief, Incarnation have been removed. No, what are we gonna do? Dragon Jaws. New spell replacing Drakemaw. Monstrous fangs devour enemies in a medium area around your cursor. Deals physical damage. Oh. Damage scales much more rapidly with current mana instead of energy and spell focus. Physical magic spell damage will still affect the damage of this ability. Apex Predator grants life leech to your weapon attacks and Dragon Jaws damage. Gives 25% life leech to weapon at max level. Gives 0.8% level life leech to Dragon Jaws at max level. Dragon Jaws life leech additionally scales with your fire spell damage. Requires 4 points to max. Solar Flare no longer damages enemies under your feet and no longer needed to use other active skills. Now damages enemies in a large area around you and debuffs their damage and attack rating. Deals fire physical damage which scales much more rapidly with current mana instead of energy and spell focus. Fire and physical magic spell damage will still affect the damage of this ability. Adds +1 to all skills while active. Base buff debuff duration is now 8 seconds and increases with 1 second per base level. Scion works only while Solar Flare is active. Adds 1% of your current mana as attack rating at max level. Adds 4% fire spell damage per level. Annihilation, oh my god, what is that? Adds physical spell damage per Dragon Jaws per level. Dragon Bone Armor grants physical damage absorption. No, Bone Armor is back. Last anti-absorption amount is exceeded and has a cooldown of 20 seconds. Absorption amount scales with your maximum mana, character level, skill level, base level, and physical spell damage. While active, this skill reduces your mana leech 2% plus 0.25% per skill and mana regen. Annihilation, renamed from Dragon Worms, now has a cooldown of 5 seconds. Worm lifetime is 8 seconds. Maximum worm count is now 3 and no longer increases with base levels. Added an extra fireball per worm attack. Increased fireball area effect by 56%. Damage now scales much more rapidly with current mana instead of energy and spell focus. Fire spell damage still affect the damage of this ability. Damage and skill level increased by 30. Worms no longer inherit your fire priest. Instead they start with 40 and gain 6% base. Max is 160. Dragon's Breath reduces enemy fire resist by 40 and damage by 20%. Base duration is 10 seconds. Base area is 4.6 yards. Curse duration and the area increases with fire spell damage. Combustion. When maxed out, adds 1 extra projectile per 100% physical magic damage. When max, adds 20% exposure radius per 50% physical magic spell damage. Nephilim. Oh my god. And this was the entire incarnation and the holy. Oh my god. Nephilim. I'm gonna stop right now when I get to the characters because I'm just overloaded. Ooh. So far the changes are sound nice. Sounds nice as well. So Vessel of Retribution, same. Vessel of Justice. What? Oh my god, it was already Vessel of Justice. You fucking asshole. Life and Death, Solstice, Absolution, Reverence. Sets the duration of these skills to 20 seconds. All neutrality bonus. Now, Unholy. Okay. Ritualist. Green Presence no longer gives fire damage to Vessel of Justice. The cold damage to Divine Apparition and 10% multiplier per peso have been moved to Frostbite. Lemurs. Ghost collisions now deal damage in a small area effect instead of being a single target. Damage increased by 10%. Possession now gives 20% of attack rating instead of ignore target's defense. Oh, that's not good. Transcendence now level 50% base passive skill. Adds fire damage to 7s of valor equal to portion of the base damage. This bonus damage is increased by your fire spell damage set and with each base level. Frostbite. New 90 skill. New level 90. Adds cold damage to Divine Apparition. Divine Apparition level 28 required to max this. Additionally increases the above cold damage by a multiplier equal to 50%. 15% maximum, yeah. Warlock, my favorite one. Actually, Ritualist and the Warlock are good. Mind Flay, and the physical damage component equal to 50% of the lining one. Damage increased by 40%. Total damage buff 110% per beam. Shock now reduces elemental damage by 10% instead of enemy magic resist. Adds an extra beam per 20 base levels. Confluence. Adds plus 1 beam to Mind Flame when you are above 70% of your maximum life. Slayer. Now requires, has to be reversed. Maximum limit is now 1 down from 5 and shoots 25 times. Up from 15. Now has 1 second cooldown. Instead of boss, now attack use all enemies in a medium area around itself. Inflicts lightning damage, enhancing all your cast attributes every 0.8 seconds. Damage increased by 204%. Added synergy 1% damage multiplier per peso. Symphony of Destruction. Now has been redesigned as a Slayer upgrade. It's now a passive skill which grants 1 beam to Mind Flame if you are within Slayer's area effect. Oh my god. Stormlord. Attribute bonus has been halved. Tainted Blood. Maximum base level is now 15 set, yeah. Acumen, new level 100 passive skill upgrades Warlock skills. Increases Mind Flame explosion area effect by 100%. Increases Stormlord attribute bonus by 100%. Regenerates 2% of player maximum life and within its Slayer's area of effect. Blast Eye no longer increases apple healing duration. Super Beast. Now grants fire and cold spell damage only if you are a ritualist. Now grants lightning and the physical damage is spell damage now only if you are a warlock. Spell damage bonus is equal to 10% per point in active skills of your respective tree. Dragon's Blessing now gives 10% weapon physical damage per base level. Move from Lionheart. Resurrection base level bonus now is 300%. Okay, now finally Sorceress, and that's it for today. And oh my god, items are not gonna be read up, only the important ones. So here you go. Sorceress, last one. Arcane Torrent, okay. Raven Familiar, nope. Mana Sweep, Arcane Fury, a new one. Duration is 10 seconds. When activated, it increases your energy and maximum mana by 20%. If my shield is also up, yeah, I read this up. Flamethrower, nope. Incineration, decreases maximum fireballs by 1. Increases maximum fireballs by 3 while you are above 80% of your maximum mana. Pyroblast, yeah. Fire. You gain a bonus to physical resistance for 1 second after casting Pyroblast. Flame Strike. Havoc. Rainfall Twilight Havoc is now the fire proficiency skill. Damage type change to fire and damage increase by 50%. Base cooldown now 16% seconds down from 20. Cooldown decreases by 1 second per 900 total energy. Oh my god. Eye of the Storm. Thunderstorm total damage percentage of your maximum life resource for each thunderstorm. Defense bonus consists of poison life reduction, maximum resist, yeah. Tempest, Mind Spark, maximum Tempest projectiles increased by 2 from 8 to 10. However, additional Tempest projectiles now scale based on your total energy instead of skill level. When max Mind Spark adds 1 projectile to Tempest per 800 total energy. Superposition, short range of teleport, yeah, I read this. Code, this tree has been revealed to play as a short range caster, thus all skills are compatible with melee devotion. Frigid Nova, renamed from Frigid Sphere, now requires a scepter or an orb. Oh. Explosion now originates from your character itself at the target point. Explosion expansion rate greatly increased, maximum area of effect and change added a synergy. 1% damage multiplier. Crystalline barrier. Long duration protective shield which damages and freezes attackers regardless if they hit or not. Increases defense against projectiles which increases exponentially with your cold spell damage bonuses. Freeze length starts at 0.2 seconds but increases with your cold spell damage bonuses. Fire lightning and poison spell damage is reduced by 1% per character level. Damage to melee attackers increases by 10%. Shatter the Flash removed, but available as an all skill, same for Abyss. Glacial Torrent unleashes a freezing cascade in melee range, dealing heavy single target damage. Total damage multiplier increases by 1%. Winter Tide teleports you to a target, freezing nearby enemies and healing you. Cooldown is 8 seconds and independent of all other warp skills. Freeze length is 8.6 seconds and increases with your cold spell damage bonuses. Healing is 4% of your maximum life, or 4 seconds increases with your cold spell damage bonuses. Rhyme, your total energy increases freeze length. Freeze length scaling from energy increases per base level. Hoarfrost. No way, is that the same? Like the one which Bay uses as well? Oh my god. Adds cold damage to Winter Tide. Cold damage is equal to 60% of your energy when max. Frostburn. Frostborn. Oh my god, I can't read. Increases your physical resist by 10%. Enemies which blood damage bonus for cause by regardless of your life level. Poison. You can read it by yourself. Allows your poison skill duration stat to modify low NATO projectiles. More projectiles increase area coverage. As more projectile per this level. Decay increases miasma debuff duration by 10 seconds. However, miasma will deal no damage. Archnomancy damage at level 1 increased by 50%. Now receives poison duration at character level 1, decreasing it to 0 at level 101. 05, yeah. Whatever. I did a synergy of 1% damage multiplier as base level. Blight, you deal no fire cold or lightning damage. 2% of your total energy is added as a bonus to movement speed. 2.5% of your total energy is added as a bonus to poison spell damage. Melee, Moonstrike no longer converts damage to magic. Never confuse your bonus to self physical damage. Maximum life bonus is now 1% per skill level. Max is 20%. New physical damage bonus is now 20% base plus 1% per skill level. Yeah, now only allows the use of melee summoning and buff debuff skills. Paradigm shift. What? Moonstrike loses his physical damage bonus, but now increases innate elemental damage instead. Innate elemental damage bonus is now 50% of Moonstrike. Cold-blooded. Weapon physical damage reduced by 100%. 1% of total dexterity reduces enemy cold pierce. Blade Storm. Half number of projectiles for better performance. Double weapon damage modifier. Fusillade. Now has a fixed seek range of 9 yards and moves very slow instead of being stationary. The above change was made so the skill fits better within the melee archetype. Duration is now always 1 second lower than cooldown, meaning maximum uptime has been greatly increased. Now adds 3% of total dexterity as magic damage per base level. Weapon damage modifier is now 100%. Arcane Sustenance. Mana shield drains 50% less mana per hit, while Fusillade is active. You restore 2% of your maximum mana on melee attack while Fusillade is active. Premonition. Your maximum block chance is increased while Fusillade is active. Block cap increases by 6%. Cover new skill tree which contains the following abilities: Living Flame and Fire Dance, Warp Armor and Nova Charge, Snow Queen and Fire and Ice Elementals, Vengeful Power and Hive. You may pick only 2 passes from this tree and the associated elemental skills. Ice Elementals now gain 10% to life and damage per base level. Reward Symbol of Asu. Can no longer bake instantly healing cookies. Oh my god. Now adds 25 spell focus and plus 5 spell focus per base level. Okay. Now I will skip this. I don't care. But if I see a Trinity beam, I will search for it. Okay. Items. Okay, it's not so cool. So, total character defense plus linear to bonus to defense for consistency with skill descriptions. Items which block direct summoning of certain minions will now only affect the minion in question. Lottery recipe armor bonus is now 5% magic resist. Plus max has moved to new charms. Relic stat rebalance. Most enemies replaced with various undead monsters. Items which granted crane stance grant avoid and weapon physical damage now instead. Okay. The Runework rework aims to be a process of the yeah. They removed the following runes, even the trio Trojan great runes. Modify the level requirement of all main 33 runes to 11 to 90. Enhanced runes, 6 rune removed. Yeah, all enhanced runes have been a new name that resembles the base rune are now word drops, each higher rune being rarer. Enhanced runes become an expansion of the basic runes. 2 Zord runes can be upgraded into all rune, previously Alcis rune. 2 equal enhanced runes can be upgraded into the next higher rune. Torture runes are removed, rebalance rune drop rates across the board, disabled rune downgrading, added rune clusters, in which runes of the same type can be stored. Oh yes. Modify Forge Countess rewards to fit the new scaling. Adjusted Rescue on Mount Area rewards. Modify rewards Rune reward a normal difficulty to Rar, Ord and Thul, Lamp, Pool, and Charm and Zod. Oh yeah. Runeverse. There has been a significant Runeverse overhaul. Check them out soon on the Runeverse page. Rune stats have been reworked. Their new stats can soon be found. Disable Runeverse unsocket recipe, cancel unsocket other qualities. Natasha's Legacy Runeverse has been removed and is now a craftable unique item. Yeah. How much? Okay. There are some interesting ones. Okay, so oils. Qualities and oils. The following choices aim to reduce the time needed cubing rerolling for Runeverse and honorifics. Remove extra plus durability effects from superior items. Yay! Superior items can no longer be rerolled or relogged. Oh, lucky. Oh, that's not good. Superior weapons. Now spawns with 35, 60% enhanced damage or spawns with 35%, 50% enhanced damage and attack rating. Superior armors. Now spawns with 35% enhanced defense or the same as above but with defense and 1% damage reduced. Honorific weapons now receive 25-40% enhanced damage. Honorific armors now receive between 0 or 1% physical resist. Honorific renewal now works for all qualities except superiors. Now always provides max sockets. Oh. Oil of Luck. Disabled for white honorific items. Oil of Enhancement can now only be used to create tier uniques. Oil of Greater Luck. New cube reagent. An upgraded version of the Oil of Luck cannot be purchased from vendors but drops in all Act 1 story side areas. Can grant the same bonuses as the Oil of Luck but success chance is now 40% up from 20. Wow. Oil of Augmentation, new cube regent, which upgrades magic weapons, armors, and jewelry to rare. Oh. Okay, let's see the Mystic Orb. Implemented via engine, these feeds 50 very valuable item sets, not orange ones, that we can use for new features. This also allows us to virtually add any amount of new MOs in the future as well. Mystic Orbs no longer require the cube to be used, instead they can be right clicked into any item. Oh. You can no longer accidentally over an item, as orbing will fail if you do not meet the new required level. Unique Mystic Orbs are now limited to 5 each per item, a needy balance limitation that was not possible before. Stat display is not dynamic. Standardized Mystic Orb and skill description text referencing on attack as on melee attack. Oops. Explorer's Globe now always rolls 2% attributes and -5 to all attributes. Potion changes. All potion costs increase by 5%. Healing and mana potions may now be used simultaneously. Consequently, move speed penalty stacks. Healing potions no longer dispel poison. No way! Potions now always last 7 seconds, but the healing rate increased for each tier healing rates. Superior. Mana potions now always last 7 seconds. Mana region bonus provided by potions is increased for all potion types. Oh, Reju potions. Reju potion velocity penalty while drinking now -10 down from 15. Item affixes remove apple healing. Flat damage rolls on rare affixes have been increased by 20%. Maximum physical damage affix has been reduced by -10%. Yeah. Remove skill cap stats on items. Assassination no longer spawn working. Dexterity bonus can now spawn on all melee weapons. Shrine vessels now describe their shrine stats. Stat shrine bonuses for one hit weapon and non-body armors now. Yeah, and doesn't matter. Draw crafting recipes have been updated. L gives magic find tier res. If gives less requirements. Tal gives defense. Ort XP. All attributes shall summon minion life, hell max damage, loom life steal and mana steal. Fall spell damage, pull summon minion damage more slow attacker by 1%. Ghoul summon minion resist, ohm minimum damage, soar life on attack, mana on attack, jaw life after each kill and mana after each kill. And where the fuck is bear? They did not say that they removed bear. It's stupid. But whatever. New Zod indestructible. Cycles. What? Oh, speed. Okay. Life medium no longer gives max HP. Flat life minimum roll increased by 10. Attributes minimum stack percentage bonus is now 1% instead of. Yeah, last cycles. Oh. Trophies. Samurai trophy now gives 5% to maximum mana instead of 5% maximum mana and life. Archbishop of Sleeve. Yeah. Now gives 5% to maximum life, down from 20. Now gives 50% to combat speed instead of cast speed and attack speed only. And we have only 1 day left. Or not just 1 day, but 2 days. We have 2 days. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. I am so glad that I am finally finished with this crap. Because this was fucking doping, pooping long. Oh my god. It takes a while to scroll down. There you go. Almost the end. Wait. Trinity Nova. Cooldown now 8 point. Trinity Nova, Trinity Arrow. Okay, there is no change for the Trinity Beam. Okay. So guys, I'm not gonna spoil out what build I'm gonna go with. But yeah. It will be a surprise for you. So, guys, I think this is the first globally patch notes reading of 2.0 yet. I don't know. I'm not watching anyone on this topic, so yeah. I put so much effort in this to read up everything almost. Only the point of the changes, because the item changes is not so important in my opinion. Only the peers, the mobs, Ubers, engine, items and stuff, but not the Unix and Unix. Yeah. So talking of the topics, it is the end of the stream. I'm gonna go and drink a cup of coffee. Not a small, but a big one. Like a 50 centimeter tall mug one. Oh my god. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this shitty long one. Patch note reading. And we shall meet at the season start. I hope so, we will meet there. So, thank you for watching, and it is time to say goodbye. And see you next time in the season start of Media 2.0. Bye bye.